Hello everyone, this is Candy, the 614 Stitcher, and today is Wednesday, September the 8th, 2021, and this is my Flosstube number 21. I would like to say hello and thank you to all of you that take time out of your day to view my videos. I really do appreciate it. I am still behind on comments, but I will get caught up. If you are tuning in for the first or maybe second time, please consider subscribing. I thank you. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so very much for hanging in with me and being my biggest supporters in this endeavor. I really appreciate you all. I have a lot to get into today. Since it's been a little while since my last video, I will be having a 500 subscriber giveaway at the end of the video, so please stay tuned for that. We're going to jump right in, and I'm going to give you just some August wrap-ups of what I did. You will be seeing these projects again during September. So I did finish my goal for the Christmas sentiments. It was on my WIPGO for last month. No, it was not on my WIPGO for last month. Yes, it was. So my WIPGO goals were met. I had positivity rules and Christmas sentiment, and I'd like to thank you all for the encouragement of me being good enough. Even my son, when he watched the video, texted me, and so I appreciate all your wonderful comments about that. And I also did put in some work on Fairy Garden, which still, it helped my September move along, but I'm moving on to September now, and September has been great, as it turns out. I, as you know, am part of the monthly magazine challenge group on Facebook that is run by Carolyn C. Zook Stitch and Robin Bird's Eye Stitcher Hall. And I will link both of their floss tubes below. They know how to put on an event to get people stitching. Just let me say that. There have been people joining every day with ABCINGO boards already prepared. And so I think it's awesome that so many people are excited about the challenge. I truly am excited about it. I love these challenges. So for September, the monthly magazine challenge group, the theme is fun and games, and the acrostic is ABCINGO. And so I went ahead on and prepared my board, and I will show that to you. So this is my board. I hand wrote it out. And how I keep track of what has been called is, if you can see here, like every day that the number is called, I put the date next to the number. And so that way I can make sure that I'm doing the right number on the right day and that I have made the goal. Now you can see at the bottom, I need a Y. So Carolyn, if you could please pull a Y, I could get a bingo real quick. So I'm going to go through what I also did. So for the monthly magazine challenge part, the monthly September part, for fun and games, I chose beach scene because that's my type of fun. And then as I go through my projects, I'll let you know which ones are on the actual ABCINGO acrostic. So on September the 1st, J was called, and my J is, I use Just Cross Stitch, which is one of the magazines that I use for these challenges. And out of the magazine, I am stitching Beachy Little Christmas. And this pattern is by Kristen Howe. And it is in the, I believe it's the 2020. Yes, December 2020. And I had to stitch, I have chosen to stitch, I'm going to ignore my phone going off. I have chosen to stitch 1 hour on my projects because I don't count stitches, and I usually try to get in my stitches in the morning before I start my day. So this is where I actually got to. And when you last saw this, I actually had to do some frogging. These little motif stars right here were in the wrong spot. And then I've added the CHY, and then I have to do the EAB here. But this is what I completed for my 1 hour. And if you recall, I'll keep working on this. This is going to be a Christmas gift for my best friend. I think my camera is having a hard time keeping it. So I will continue on that. So that was J, which was on September the 1st. On September the 2nd, we had the letter E. And for my E, I had embellishments. The great thing about these challenges too is the way that people come up with how to use the letter. It can be totally, you'll see as I go forward. So for my E, I used embellishment. And for embellishment, I used Sunflower Fairy by Nora Corbett. And I'm using that because I've never put beads on a project before. And this will have beads, and they are embellishments. And can I just say how much I love this stitch, Julie? It is awesome. So for my hour of stitching, I filled in all the rest of this bottom green part and started on the rust brown color. I'm going to show you again where I'm at on this. So I am right here going up. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Yeah. So I am, there's the picture, and there's where I am. So now I'm going to be coming up to do these two flower things right here the next time that I work on it. But I am enjoying it so much. For September the 3rd, the letter was A, and I chose Autumn Skies by Hands On Design, and I am doing, there is an alternative colorway for this chart if you go on her website, and that is what I'm doing. Here's the chart. And I'm actually stitching the pillow right now. And so here's where I am. When I picked this up this time, I only had this one pumpkin. So I put in the second pumpkin and I started the words. And then there is a, I need to put in pumpkin and pies. And then there's this little thing down here and 2 more pumpkins. But that was my hour of stitching. this whole pumpkin and these words. And I think I had to put in a little bit of this little blue berry thing. So I am using the Classic Colorworks, and I'm actually gonna frog this berry thing out. It is lighter than, and it's just the way that I did the floss, I think. But I didn't think at first you could tell that much, but looking at it in the camera, I'm gonna go ahead and take it out. But that's really fun. I really want to get some autumn stitching in because I don't have any. I mean, I bought some, but I didn't start any of it. So I'm hoping to get some autumn stitching in. The next day was September the 4th, and the letter was R, and I chose Steel Rose. And this was my start for in March for Carolyn's birthday. And the theme that in March was blue. You had to stitch something blue or stitch on blue because that's her favorite color. And so here's the picture of what it will look like. And this is in the February 2020 Just Cross Stitch magazine. And I have almost completed the outer border is complete. And that is what I worked on for the hour. When I started, this is what I had. And now I have the complete outer border. This fabric is a 14 count color and cotton, and it's called Bell Bottoms, and it is wonderful. I actually have, that just took up 1/2, so I have another piece of it once I cut it apart. So that was the 4th. On the 5th, the letter was K, and I am stitching Kaleidoscope by Lori Holt, and this is what it'll look like. And I am stitching mine on a 18 count Ada. Sorry, I lost my words or something. An 18 count Ada with 1 thread. And there is where I am at so far. And for the hour of stitching, when I started this, I only had the outline of this triangle here. So I stitched the inside, the opposite, the reverse, and then started on the next colorway. I am doing the ocean colorway. She has given several different colorways in the back of this book. This is a quilt book and cross stitch. It has this cross stitch pattern in it. And so I am doing the ocean colorway. And so the colors are DMC 930, DMC 993, and DMC 597. And I love this piece too. I have to be like, okay, you need to move to the next thing. And so it'll be really pretty once I put a lot more work into it. But I am enjoying it. I'm trying to hurry and get this in. I have something to do tonight, and I know you all heard Albert barking, and you probably will because he barks at people as they walk down the street. So, okay. And I apologize in advance for that. I'm going to try to just keep rolling and not let it bother me. So on September the 6th, the letter N was called, and my letter N is the naughty list. by Cherry Hill Stitchery. And when you last saw this, since you've last saw this, I finished. Okay, let's start with what I know I did. I put in the white, like this is a little snowflake. I put the white on the F and the U. I put in this snowflake. I finished this cardinal. I put in this little star right there. I also put in the holly and the ornament and until. I'm going to figure out how to insert pictures. We have to take a beginning and an ending picture for all of these. And so I have pictures of them where they were, but I don't know how to insert them into my video. I know, son, you sent me the video how to do it. I'll get there. So on September the 7th, the letter Z was called, and I chose Zweigart fabric for my letter Z. And it is actually a new start. And I'm looking for my paper. Please hold. And I am stitching. This is a new start. I was gifted this for Christmas last year. And it is Winter Snowfall by Shannon Christine Designs. And I was gifted it kitted. It was all kitted up for me. It's going to be stunning when I get done. When I get done. So I actually still have a lot more time left on this. So this right here is my meager little start. I had a rough time with it because the fabric is Picture This Plus, and it's called something, and now I can't. And I had the little piece of paper with the chart. I mean with the, oh, here we go. Sorry. Okay. It's called Picture This Plus. It's Picture This Plus 16 count Ada, and it is Crystal Whimsy. And you can tell, you can see the sparkling on it. It was very difficult for me to work on this. I first, because I didn't have it on a scroll frame, I was trying to do it with the Q-snap. And then and that's when I got this in right here. And I was like, I can't do this. I actually was gifted a sulky thread to go with this, and I tried it, and I could not with the sparkle tinsel. That's what I'm going to call it, tinsel. With the sparkle tinsel in here, pulling that thread through, it was just not working. So I did flip over. The pattern suggests, it's all DMC, and it suggests B5200. And I have B5200, and so that's what I'm going to be using. It actually calls for 9 skeins. So I'll just, you know, when they have a floss sale, I'll just pick me up some B5200. So now that I'm going to be working on this again this evening. Now that I have the floss situation figured out, and it is a fat quarter. That's how big it's going to be. Now that I have it on the scroll frame, it should work out so much more easier for me to be able to put it in and work on it. It's a beautiful chart, and I'm not going to be intimidated, and because I am good enough, I can do this. They're X's. I got this. But the person that gifted it to me, thank you so very much. You know how much I love it. knows that I love snowflakes and snow scenery. And so when I got this, I was just, I cried when I called them. So that was my number, day 7. And today is day 8. And Carolyn, thankfully enough, calls the numbers the night before so that we will have an opportunity to get our projects prepared so that we can plan for what we're going to do. So today's project is X. Was it X? Z. I know I wrote this down. X. Yes. And my how I got to that is we use X's to stitch. So I chose hands-on design, sunshine on a stem. Sorry, I like sunshine on a stem. And when I picked this up, I had the jar finished. If you remember that from the last time I showed it, I had the jar finished, but I only had half of this one stem finished so far, and I still have another 30 minutes to go on this. I finished that stem. I put in the middle stem and the third stem, and I started on the words. I put in the S for sunshine, and now I'm going to put in the O. And so I still have 30 minutes to go on this project today, but I'll be working on it again tonight so that I like to be able to do the project, take the pictures, and get it posted all within the same day, or maybe at the very most the next day. My little winter snowfall is going to take me a little bit while longer because it's a new start, and I am trying to be very careful with that tinsel. I know it's called something else. It's almost it actually reminds me of filament that you add to give the sparkle. That's what it reminds me of. And I was like, ooh-wee. But so far, I'm very much on track. For the acrostic ABCINGO, Autumn Skies is my A. Beachy Little Christmas is my B. And I'll have so those are the ones so far that I have done for the acrostic. And I still need to do like another hour for Autumn Skies to meet the goal for that. And on the Beachy Little Christmas, my goal is, I don't know, I'll put it back in the bag. Woo. For the Beachy Little Christmas, my goal for this month is to get down to the 3 fish. Like I said, this is for my best friend for Christmas, and so I want to be able to give myself enough time to do the finishing for it. So if I get down to the fish and then do the rest of it, have it finished by November so that I can make sure that I get it done. That'll be great. That's what I need. Okay, so those are my ABCINGO projects as of today. We're all up to date with that. So WIPGO, the WIPGO numbers were called, and WIPGO numbers are 15 and 25, and 25 is Christmas sentiments, so I will get to continue to work on that this month, which is good. But number 15 is a new start, and it is the Liberty Chock Full by Hands On Design and designed and drawn by Priscilla Blain of Stitching with the Housewives. And so far, I was going to look and see. I believe so far on this project, so I do 2 hours every week from Wednesday to Wednesday on the project. And with today being Wednesday, I still have 37 minutes that I need to work on this. So it'll be close. But here's where I've gotten to so far. I am outlining all of the white. And this is Gentle Arts chalk. I was in the club for the Fat Quarter Shop. And so every month, when the chart came out, I received the floss and the charts. So I have plenty of chalk to go around. It is really coming along nicely. My light magnifier has really helped me with being able to stitch, period. I think I can see the holes much better because the light is so much brighter. And so I have really been coming along with doing that. So that's my WIPGO. So now I'm going to go into plans. And my biggest plan is to keep doing what I've been doing on ABCINGO. However, I do have an additional plan. I am joining Vicky Stitch and Button. She is on Flosstube, and I will link her below. She is doing a Remember 911 Sal. This is the 20th anniversary of, excuse me. This is the 20th anniversary of 9/11. And I can still remember today exactly where I was. I was sitting at work, actually, in my office. And they actually sent us home that day. And then for the next week, all we did was sit in front of the TV. I mean, I went back to work the next day. But it was just so different, as I'm sure you all remember. So I am participating in that sale with her, and I went on the Etsy, and I will link this below, and I found this chart. And it is by the X-Stitch Conservative. And I will put that Etsy shop down below. It only has 5 colors. But when I saw it, I knew that that was the one that I was going to do. And so when she announced the sale, she also announced that she was making bags for it. And so I did purchase the bag. This is part of my haul. And so I'm going to take that out. I did purchase the bag also. So that is Saturday. So I will be getting my fabric together, and I already know what I believe I already know. I have a 28 count gray. I just need to make sure that the gray for the Twin Towers doesn't clash with it too much. But this is the bag that she made and sent along. And so I will be starting that on Saturday. So, ABCINGO and 911, remember 911 Sal. Those are on my plans for this coming week. Sorry. Like, trying to make sure I keep myself together. So, I have Holt and Stitchy Kindness. So, I'm going to do my Stitchy Kindness first. I watch, we met at StitchCon, and I thought I wrote it down. I did. Jody. Crafty Jody. She'll be linked below, but she sent me a really pretty card. And then she sent me a Week's Dye Works Sweet Pea Floss. And I do not have this one, so it's really nice. Thank you so very much, Vicki. I really appreciate it. And I do keep all of these cards. You know, I know a lot of people, you know, they use them as floss tags and all of that, but I have always kept cards. Even, well, at least since I've been grown and on my own, I keep every card that I have ever gotten. So, thank you so very much, Vicki. Jody, I really appreciate it. Look, I'm looking at this bag thinking of Vicki. And then, so when I ordered the bag from Vicki, from Vicki, like 2 days later, the bag, you know, I get a mailer from her, and I'm like, man, that was quick. I never did packages that quick. Well, when I opened it up, she had this really cute card in there. And it had some stickers with it that I just threw on the floor. They just fell out the card onto the floor. And a very nice note. But then she, so as you all know, Albert with his dog hair. And so she sent me this bag. And I have been wanting to put a project in it, but I was like, I have to wait until I show it first. So thank you so very much, Vicki. I really loved it. I laughed out loud when I opened up that package and saw that. And it actually kind of looks like Albert. He's all black. And look, here he comes because he hears me saying his name. So the next item I received was, and I'm sure you've all seen this by now, everybody has been showing it and raving about it. I was able to join the Fabric of the Month Club by Stitch Me. And so this is actually my first month. It was a good month to get in on. And this is 28 count Lugana. And the color is Garden Party. And it is a peach with green modeling on it. I know that looks kind of gray, but it really is. There we go. It's green. It is very, very nice. It is very, very soft. And I think, I haven't nailed it down yet, but I think I already have a project for this piece of fabric. I love it. I mean, love it. Yeah, the color is not. But you can see all the modeling in it. It's beautiful. And so I'm really thankful and glad that I was able to get into that club. I have Lynn, X Stitch Creates, my friend. She has been getting her fabric forever. And so I'm glad now that I have a piece to add to my stash also. I also got in my Floss Frenzy from Fat Quarter Shop. This is the Week's Dye Works Floss Club that I'm in. And there they go. And the colors from my left is honeysuckle, which it does have it's, there you go. Yep. Honeysuckle, fawn, amber, gold, curry, and that does look like curry, and whiskey. So these are very nice. I didn't have any of these colors, so you know, it's nice to be able to get, you know, it's a little difficult because I go to the when I go to keepsakes, or you know, if I order something from Garon, if I need a floss, I'll just go ahead on and pick it up. But I didn't have any of these. And the honeysuckle, I'm actually thinking that I might change one of the Sunflower Fairy flosses for the honeysuckle because it's a lighter, but it's a nice club to be in. I'm pretty sure that they do have openings for the Weeks Dye Work Club. I know that they don't for the Classic Color Work Club, though. And I'm in both of them. The next item that I did receive was also from the Fat Quarter Shop, and I am in the Stitch Quarterly, and I'm not for sure if I should show this, but I'm going to. So in the I mean, what they gonna do to me? So with that, you get the bag, and then it came with, this is 14 count gray pale gingham, pale gray gingham. All of the floss, and this month they are using DMC. This comes out 4 times a year. They also provided some thread pads. It also came with a needle minder, which is great because I don't have any fall needle autumn. I don't have any autumn needle minders, and so this was great. It also came with a John James needle. And then the pattern. And so that is what it looks like. And isn't that just beautiful? I love it. Like, I was so ecstatic when I opened up that bag and saw this. So I'm very, very happy and very pleased with the 2 that I have gotten so far already. I also picked up, I was gifted some Amazon money. That's what I'm going to call it. And so I had been looking at this Carolyn. And so I went ahead on and picked up cross stitch for the earth. And then my subscription to Just Cross Stitch, the ornament issue, came in. And there are quite a few projects in here. I haven't really marked them yet, but there are quite a few in here that I am going to be marking because I found some that I really, really did enjoy. So now that was, oh, so I don't know if you all have heard, but Anchor is selling their floss and products in Joann's and Michael's. And so I love these hoops. Stephanie, just keep stitching, Stephanie. She turned us all on to these type of hoops where it just, so you don't have to worry about your hand with the snap. So while I was in Michael's looking for something else, I came across one that is round, and it is an 8x8. And so I picked it up for $4.98. Do you know how much these things cost on Amazon? Not $4.98. So if you like these type of well, this one doesn't even have a holder on it. The other ones had like a hanger. They're for decorative hanging, but I was using it for holding my fabric. So these were at Michael's. If you like them, they do hold your fabric very tight. I mean, tight, tight, tight. So I was glad. It is an 8x8 inch. So if you like these where they're smaller, and I use it in my Lowry stand, I don't have a problem with it at all. I just, everything like normal. So I was glad to be able to pick that up. And so that is all of my haul. And so if you have made it this far, you want to be in the 500 subscriber giveaway. And I'm thankful. So I have a few things. So number one, and you all know, don't say subscriber, don't say I want the giveaway, all of the spiel that everybody says, because I can't even remember it. I've heard it so many times now. Oh, but be a subscriber, and I can check. Don't say giveaway. And you're going to use the keyword that I tell you, and that's how I will search for it. So the number one, my first giveaway is just in time. I do not stitch Halloween. However, I was in the club, and so I did receive the pattern. It is just the pattern, and there is no floss or Ada or anything, but it is the pattern. And this is Hands-On Design and Priscilla Blain's Boo Chock Full. And so if you would like this giveaway, the keyword is Boo, B-O-O. The second giveaway is this Mill Hill sunflower, and it does have all of the beads. It has a beading needle and a dragonfly charm. It's all complete in here, even the paper. Everything is in here. And so if you want to be entered for this giveaway, you would say sunflower. The next chart is called Quick Stitches, and it's by Stony Creek. And you're gonna, the keyword for this is autumn. The next giveaway is I have this bag. And when I did my first few videos, you all saw it, and I had Lynn X Stitches Creates. It's my footrest, it keeps moving. I had Lynn X Stitches Creates make me a second one for a giveaway for when I reached 500. So if you would like the project bag, say Power, P-O-W-E-R. And the reason for that is the name of this fabric line is called Girl Power. And if you like this line, it is a Riley Blake. She's a Riley Blake designer. And then the fifth and final giveaway is a $20 gift certificate, or a $20 spending credit at Garon Stitchery. Thank you both, Gary and Ronnie. I really do appreciate all of your support, love, and kindness towards me. And for that, you will, the keyword is, I lost my whole train of thought. The keyword for that is Garon, and it has to be spelled correctly. Okay, so I am at 44 and 52 3, 4. So with that, I thank you all so very much for tuning in. I hope you are getting a lot of stitching in, and I hope that you are enjoying autumn. The temperatures dropped really a lot here, like it's only in the 70s today. So it's wonderful. I thank you so very much. I hope you all are getting a lot of stitching in. Things are starting to get crazy again, from what I can tell. I don't know. We all need to try to do our best and be kind to one another. I thank you so very much, and I will see you again soon.